is the liquid of life. We all need it to survive. Water, choose water first. Water, we all know it is precious. Should be enjoyed by all of us. Talking about water, choose water first. Water.
On this edition of Water Wednesdays, I'm here with Philip Beckles. He's the head of the microbiology department here at the Government Analytical Services. It is here where the Barbados Water Authority brings our samples for analysis to ensure that you are getting the best quality water coming to your home and business. So for Philip, he's in charge of the testing. So Philip, talk to me about that process. It starts here really at the lab, from lab to the well and back to the lab. Take us through it.
Okay. Thanks for having me here, Shane. The first step of the entire process essentially would be collecting the sample bottles from us. For microbiological analysis, you always require sterile bottles with a preservative sodium thiosulfate in it, whereas for the chemistry bottles, that isn't as much of a prerequisite. So essentially, BWA would come here, they would request the bottles prepared, we would have them stacked in coolers. It's a long, drawn-out process involving a lot of signatures and parameter requests. They fill out some forms, we give them the bottles, they go into the field, they would take the samples for microbiology specifically in an aseptic manner. They would know what that means. That means basically not allowing anything that you don't want to contribute to the actual sample to getting into the bottle.
So try not to contaminate the sample.
Exactly. And then that particular bottle will get a unique time, date, where it's been taken. That information, those samples will then come back to the laboratory. Each of those bottles will get a unique identifier, and it will pass through our system, and then they'll be distributed to each department as need be.
Okay. So talk about some of the results if you can. What do you see when you do some of the analysis?
Okay. Well, typically what we look for from a microbiological perspective are indicators or indicator organisms. So these are organisms that on their own probably won't make you sick, but they can indicate the presence of other organisms that could. I mean, I'm sure you can remember as a boy running around drinking pond water and doing all kinds of things as boys do, and you know, it never did you anything. That's for someone with a healthy immune system. But these things in water would determine that your water hasn't been treated adequately, and as a result, there's the possibility that something else could be there to make you sick. So those are the kinds of things that we're looking for when we look at the BWA water analysis. Typically for BWA, we do three main kinds of waters. We do water straight from the well before chlorination. We do water after chlorination treated water, and we also do wastewater treatment at the plant. Once again, we're looking for indicator organisms to see how effective that treatment process would have been. So that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for, as kind of things we're looking at.
Barbadians continue to brag about the quality of our water, and they should, because we can still drink our water from the tap. What is your take on the situation as we look at how we feel as a nation about the quality of our water supply?
Personally, I drink largely tap water. I hardly ever drink bottled water. I don't have an issue with it. I live in an area that's fed by the Bell catchment, one of the largest, if not the largest catchment in Barbados. And I've been working here, you asked earlier, consistently in this capacity from 2008. During that time, I've never seen, for what we test for from a microbiological perspective, I've never seen an issue with water from that catchment area, and that catchment area feeds, Alex would be able to correct me on this, but a significant portion of the Barbadian population. So for me, I'm very comfortable drinking water from the tap.
Just know that the water coming to your tap from the Barbados Water Authority's pumping stations and the supply is safe and very good to drink. Thank you so much, Philip, and thank you for watching another edition of Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, go to our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. We have our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook, and please subscribe to our Water Wednesdays channel on YouTube. You can find us there.